Well, what's up, good people? And welcome to Smiley G's Sports Nation. This be your boy, Smiley G, the real Smiley G. And this is a beautiful, beautiful, lovely, lovely evening this Saturday. And today we're going to get into why all of Steph Curry's rings are tainted. Now I know what y'all thinking. How is Curry's ring tainted? Well, I'm going to get into that today. But before I get into this video, please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can be notified of upcoming videos. And if you're feeling generous and want to donate to the channel to help it grow, please donate via Cash App at SmileyG2006 212212. And please comment because I want all the smoke. So with that being said, let's get into this thing. Now, as we well know, Curry has 4 championships he has won. 2015, 2017, 2018, and 2022. Now, many will say that he was the best player on all those championship teams. Me personally, I think he was the best player on 2 of the championships. I think Kevin Durant was the best player on the other 2. But in my opinion, Steph Curry rings are tainted. Now, people say, well, how? How are Steph Curry's rings tainted? Because you must be talking about because of Kevin Durant. No, not because of Kevin Durant. Even though that's a big thing, but I don't knock a team for trying to get the best team they can to win a championship. I'm not one of those people. Now, I can say that I don't respect what Kevin Durant did, getting beat by a team that was a 7-3 win team, and you had them down 3-1, and they come back and beat you, and then you tuck your tail in and go run to the team that just beat you instead of trying to beat them again. Basically, he went with the if you can't beat them, join them mentality. And in my opinion, that is not a good mentality. That's not a good mentality to have. I mean, players in the back in the day like Jordan and Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Kobe, these players wanted to beat you, not join you. But there's neither here nor there. Let's get back to Curry. Curry, in his first championship he won, 2015. In the second round, they went against the Memphis Grizzlies. And the Memphis Grizzlies had them up 2-1. And in that series, Memphis both lost Tony Allen, who was their best defensive player, as well as Mike Conley, who was also a crucial defensive player. He's the crucial player for the Memphis Grizzlies anyway. Mike Conley is basically the key player of the Memphis Grizzlies, as you want to say. Without Mike Conley, when Mike Conley left, that kind of made a lot of things easier for the Golden State Warriors. Because if you ask me, I believe that Memphis could have beat the Golden State Warriors. So it was like Curry was like, damn, dodged a bullet that time. Then they had to go against the Cleveland Cavaliers in the championship game. In the NBA Finals, I should say. And Cleveland had already was shorthanded with Kevin Love. But then they went to the finals game, and at least LeBron James had Kyrie Irving on his side. And that game went to overtime, which is game 1 of the NBA Finals of 2015. And in overtime, Kyrie Irving got injured in that championship game. So that made LeBron had to deal with the Cleveland Cavaliers with no Kyrie Irving nor any Kevin Love. So basically it was LeBron James lonesome by himself. And Dellavedova did a hell of a job on Steph Curry for the first couple games 1, 2, and 3. But then Curry finally managed to pull through. And Golden State came back to win that series after being down 2-1, winning in 6 games. Steph Curry won his first championship. Now I was kind of happy for Steph Curry. I was like, oh, this guy's pretty good. Steph Curry, he's pretty good. Then I started to hear people say, well, man, Curry might be the best player in the NBA. Steph Curry, ain't nobody can stop him. Curry, all that. I'm like, I don't know, man. Y'all might be stepping a little too far now, man. I think y'all might be going a little too far. And then after that, they're doing this, start making up stats like this. The Golden State Warriors is on a 24-game winning streak. Then they started counting winning streak from last year. I never heard of anybody count a winning streak continuing from last year to the new year. They just had the propaganda to overrate this team. They wanted it. Then they started talking about, could the Golden State Warriors beat the Chicago Bulls record of 72 wins? And when I started seeing it becoming a reality, I was like, oh man, they really ain't finna do this. It just, I knew it was gonna happen. So they get to the 2006 championship game. And they beat Portland. And they beat Oklahoma City in the Western Conference Finals, where Oklahoma City had a 3-1 lead, as I mentioned before, but then Golden State managed to come back and take that series, which is crazy, but yeah, what it is. That's neither here nor there. In the finals, Golden State had a big lead, being up 3-1 on the Cleveland Cavaliers. But then Andre Bogut got hurt. Basically, Curry was getting a taste of his own medicine. And then Cleveland was able to win game 5 because of for that reason. And then game 6, Andrew Iguodala got injured too, but he managed to come back in this area. But then Draymond Green ended up getting suspended for game 6 because of throwing a punch at LeBron James in game 5. So Draymond Green ended up getting suspended game 6. And Cleveland managed to come back and win that game again. And as you notice, LeBron James scored 41 points in both game 5 and 6. Kyrie Irving scored 41 points in one of those games. That was the first time that 2 players scored 41 points in the same game. And Curry gets frustrated because Curry is a player who looks for players to get injured. I'm just gonna say it. The man looks for injuries to win. And they were saying, what? And I'm just speaking facts. Curry looks for injuries to win. You don't believe me? I'm from the grid and mention all of them. The man looks for injuries to win. But in this particular year, players on his teams get injured instead of the players against him. So the man got frustrated. When he got frustrated, the man threw his mouthpiece at the referee.
With 30 points.
Why you get mad at the referee for, Steph Curry? They ain't got no control if the players get injured. You should not be getting mad at the referee. The reason why your players are getting injured instead of the opposite team's players getting injured. They have no control over that. So just after that, the man went and recruited Kevin Durant. So he had to worry about his opponents getting injured to beat them. But what he did though is, the man still needed people to get injured. Because the result of it was he managed to get to the Western Conference Finals. But then Golden State was getting punished game one of the Western Conference Finals in 2017 by this guy. But Steph Curry had a plan up his sleeve. And it was a very good plan, too.
Finish him.
Again, that's what they call all the time.
So after Steph Curry had Kawhi Leonard eliminated, the rest was history. Because the Cleveland Cavaliers didn't stand a chance against the Golden State Warriors. So Steph Curry's job was done for that particular year. But then the next year, somebody else got in his way.
And 59, and Chris Paul going into the body of Steph Curry. And a little shimmy answer.
Oh, he didn't like that. Yeah, he was pissed off about just Paul serving him because Houston Rockets had went on 3-2 on the Golden State Warriors with Kevin Durant. So this man had to pray to the Lord. And he said, Lord, please let somebody get injured. I got Kevin Durant, but I'm still losing. I want to win another ring. Please, Lord, let Chris Paul get injured. And what did the Lord do?
Well, they might have to drag him because you know he's not going to come off the court. But he is hurt right now, limping, walking gingerly and slowly to the sideline. Again, look at the play on the other half of the court. This is the most important play of the game.
His prayers was answered. Oh yeah, Steph Curry and the team celebrated because even though the Houston Rockets had won that game that Chris Paul was injured in and made the series 3-2, they knew that they had this series in the bag. And with that win, they went to the NBA Finals to punish the Cleveland Cavaliers 4-0. And Gary ends up winning his third NBA championship.
And now they'll dribble it out. Final seconds here of this 2018 NBA season. There's the buzzer. There's a new dynasty in the NBA.
But now Curry was on the verge of getting frustrated again because on his next years were some gruesome years. The injury prone and the injuries that he was getting to go in his favor, but now going against him.
Back to the isolation one-on-one ball.
It's Durant with Shumpert defending, and Kevin Durant laces one through.
And he's hurt.
He is.
But that didn't seem to immediately have an effect on the losing because they still managed to beat the Houston Rockets in 6 games, as well as defeating the Portland Trailblazers with a sweep without Kevin Durant. But things start to get very interesting for the same guy that they had eliminated in 2017 will get his revenge. For the Toronto Raptors to the Commander League, going up 2-1 on the defending champions. Klay Thompson had managed to get hurt, but then he returned And then Kevin Durant returned to start game 5, but then he would get re-injured again, this time for good.
Scoops it up. Durant is down.
And when things seemed like it couldn't get any worse, they up and did. For Klay Thompson suffers an ACL injury.
Left knee. Now writhing in pain.
Yes, Steph Curry didn't know what to do, for his luck was finally running out. All that praying he's doing for people to get injured. What they say, you do reap what you sow. And his reaping wasn't done yet. For the man that he had Zaza opportunity to eliminate will get the last laugh this season.
There's a new NBA champion, and it's a team from Toronto, Canada. We, the North, are now we, the champions, the Raptors, the 2019 NBA champions.
Oh, Steph Curry didn't like that. I know he didn't. But things didn't get any better. For the 2020 season, Steph Curry had broke his hand, had missed majority of the next season. Klay Thompson missed the whole season. So Golden State had the worst losing record in a long time. And I enjoyed every second of it. If I haven't mentioned before, I am a Golden State hater. And I'm a Golden State hater because I hate Golden State Warrior fans. There was no Golden State Warrior fan before Steph Curry got to the Golden State Warriors. And really, when Steph Curry got there wasn't no Golden State Warriors fan. It just all of a sudden became Golden State Warrior fans once the Golden State Warriors started to win. And I don't care what nobody say. Nobody was a Golden State Warrior fan where I live at. Now you got all kinds of Golden State Warrior fans. Like, Curry's so cold. Curry's so cold. Look at Curry, man. Ain't nobody beating Curry. Well, Curry getting his ass whooped right now. And I love every second of it. But back to what the subject matter at hand. 2020, Curry broke his hand and had the worst record since Curry's career. 2021, Curry had a pretty good season, doing his job, doing particularly well. But then he choked, losing to the Lakers in the play-in game, and then losing to the Memphis Grizzlies, losing his playoffs run and missing the playoffs for 2 consecutive seasons. But Curry then went to the Lord and he said, Lord, help me. I've been missing you, Lord. I ain't got nobody to get injured for me in about 3 years now, Lord. All my players getting injured. What's going on? You will be helping me. You know I can't beat nobody if they don't get injured. You're making all my players get injured. What's going on, Lord? Please let me win the championship. But I can't win that championship unless somebody get injured. So I guess I'm asking you, please injure somebody so we can win this year. And he said that the Lord told him to go to Adam Silver and tell Adam Silver his problems. He had a little talk with Mr. Adam Silver. So the 2022 season started. Steph Curry knew that it was assured that he will be winning his fourth championship ring. But hold on, he had a little challenge in the Western Conference semifinals against the Memphis Grizzlies. And he just had a feeling that Ja Morant was going to get in his way. So what did he do? He used his rank and became the Emperor of Outworld, Shao Kahn, to direct a certain person to take care of the business.
Well, his right knee bottom could have happened right here on this play. You see Jordan Poole go grab it.
Fatality. Now with Ja Morant eliminated, the Golden State Warriors didn't have no threat, and they easily beat the Memphis Grizzlies in 6 games. But in the next round, they got fortunate again, where they didn't have to face against the Phoenix Suns, who were picked to get to the NBA Finals. But Phoenix got banged up. Devin Booker as well as Chris Paul suffered some injuries, and they ended up getting upset by the Dallas Mavericks. The Dallas Mavericks didn't have enough firepower to beat the Golden State Warriors. So Curry managed to get past them and get to the NBA Finals to win his 4th NBA title by beating the Boston Celtics, who Jason Tatum had choked in their finals. And I did not like that one bit, because this man, in my opinion, is probably one of the most overrated superstars of all time. But you know what? I can't hate on him. Oh, fuck it, I can't. And I am going to hate on him. Because I don't believe he is the player that everybody's trying to say he is. This man has beat more injured teams than any other superstar in NBA history, ladies and gentlemen. This is Stephen Curry. Let's think about it. Even LeBron James had beat teams at full strength. Just like in 2013, San Antonio Spurs might have blew that series, but nobody was injured. He just beat them. But what about the Chicago Bulls when they beat all their championships? Not saying that nobody was injured on some of them, but for the majority of their championships, everybody was full strength. Just like Magic Johnson, when they beat the Celtics, they were full strength. When the Boston Celtics beat Magic Johnson and the Lakers, they were full strength. But for some reason, it seems like the Golden State Warriors is the only dynasty that every year they won a championship, somebody got injured. And I'm not talking about role players. I'm talking about stars. I just gave you the walkthrough with all that happened. I mean, this is ridiculous, ladies and gentlemen. This man gets all this praise for beating injured teams. I mean, it just don't make no sense in my opinion. But you know, it is what it is. I've been feasting off these last 2 seasons. Him getting his butt whooped by the Los Angeles Lakers the year before last, and then them getting beat by the Sacramento Kings in the play-in this year. Both of them was beautiful, beautiful, lovely, 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 beautiful, beautiful. And I had a field day with it. But this is one thing that really, really pissed me off. And it was said by Draymond Green. That joker said, when we're healthy, when we're healthy, we never lost when we're healthy. With all of our, we never lost when we're healthy. I mean, we are unbeatable when we're home. happened in 2023. Y'all was whole. Y'all was healthy in 2023 when y'all lost to the Los Angeles Lakers in 68. Or what about this year? Y'all was healthy when y'all lost to the Sacramento Kings in the play-in game. What happened there? What happened then? Huh? I said, huh? Y'all were healthy this year. Well, y'all get it done then. In closing, Steph Curry is a great player. Not taking nothing from him not being a great player. But in my opinion, I just think that this Joker, every championship that he's won is tainted. Because every time they won the championship, a major player was injured. Whether they didn't have to face them because they got injured before they got to the championship, or Steph Curry summoned somebody to injure somebody, eliminate them. This is what Steph Curry does, ladies and gentlemen. He beats injured teams. But then people act like that didn't happen. They just praise him like, man, the Golden State Warriors just so unbeatable. They're just so good. They're invincible. They can't be beat. Yet they beat the injured teams with nobody. The best player is injured on the team. That's crazy. Every year I mentioned it. 2015, LeBron James didn't have Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love. When they went against Memphis, they didn't have Mike Conley and Tony Allen for the whole series. 2017, Kawhi Leonard gets eliminated by Zaza Pachulia. I'm just saying, it just they always an injury, major injuries every year. I understand maybe once or twice, but every year you won a championship, somebody get injured. But that's all I got, man. Please like and subscribe and comment because I want the smoke. I've been waiting on the smoke. I want the smoke. But with that being said, peace to you, brothers and sisters. I'm out.